Um, One thing before I move on is that you'll notice when we're texting, there are two arrows. First arrow for most standard screens, text is going to cut off right about here, so you're not going to want to type any farther than that. You can type farther than that, but you're not going to see it when you play the game. This one's for larger screens, apparently, so we're not going to mess with that. For standard screens, it's this. So always hit enter. Make sure it doesn't go past that. It's always important to pay attention to detail. Okay. Will you accept it? And we're gonna put a little another little button in here. We're gonna this time we're gonna click show choices. I'm gonna change that. You can leave it at yes or no. It's pretty simple. I'm just gonna make it a little bit more, detailed. Accept or don't accept. So when you click OK, you're gonna notice these two things. Events open up a different little series of events. When accept, when don't accept, branch ends. So that's for when you back out. When you accept it, it's going to show text. She's going to explain the task. And maybe she should explain it a little bit more before you actually get the task. But right now we're just kind of improvising. So I'm just going to say, great. I would like you to kill the crows that are destroying my crops. She doesn't look like a farmer, but she's got crops, okay? And kill the crows that are destroying my crops. Sounds simple enough, right? Actually, last time I had crows in the RPG Maker, so I'm not sure we have crows. So I'm just gonna put monsters. And in this whole process, we're gonna use another variable. Okay, I'm gonna make a new page. Self switch. No, we don't need a self switch, right? We're going to make on page 5 another variable. We're going to name this variable monster task. And say we're going to make, I'm just going to do 2 monsters because we're probably going to go into battle. It's going to take a little while. So we're going to do 2 monsters. And that's going to do this. And also we're going to use another self switch right here on page 4. Because no, I worded that wrong. We're going to kill the monsters that are destroying my crops. So there you go. We're going to create a self switch. Make that one C. And that C, not going to be on, we're going to make a new event page. Self switch C. Character, right there. And this one's going to say, please hurry. She wants to get it done. It's going to keep you on task, remind you what you need to do. So we're going to actually make it a little bit more detailed. You know, in case you forget. So that's what's going to happen on this one, okay? So that's after you do accept it. And I'm going to step ahead real quick, and we're going to create another switch. This is going to be kill the monsters. So this is going to trigger the monsters that we're about to make able to be killed, okay? When you don't accept it, it's like, okay, I'm sorry I wasted your time. And it's going to end it. And it's going to bring up it again in case you do all that stuff again, okay? In case you click on it. Okay, I'm sorry I wasted your time. These events for whenever you click out, whenever you back out and don't accept it, this is what's going to happen after it, either way. So this is going to happen either way. We're not going to worry about that right now, but you can continue the event that way if you need to. One thing I forgot to do, make sure B is on, because after page 3, after you get the potion, this control selfish way. So after you've completed that task, obviously she's gonna want you to have another task for her to do for him. So that's gonna control self switch base, which is gonna trigger this page. Okay, so we're gonna go make the crops and the monsters real quick, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. You can find it over here. Actually, can't remember which place the crops are on. I'm sure there's a farming thing somewhere around here. Oh, we'll makeshift it real quick and say, make this little crop field over here. And it's always important to pay attention to detail, so I'm not going to sleaze out on you just yet. So we're going to actually build the fence too. So we're going to find the fence. I believe might be in B, maybe C, no, maybe D. It's probably an A actually. Yep, it is an A. Alright, so that's my bad. But anyways, you're going to click this one, this little board. There's different kinds of fences for snow, stone, different kind of stone, and wood. So you're going to make the fence, you're going to drag it across like that. I know it doesn't look so great right now, but it's because it probably picked the wrong pathway for right here. So I'm going to change that real quick. That's going to make it a little bit better. A little bit better. We're going to work on that a little bit later, since it's kind of having a little bit of a hard time right now. Anyways, we're going to go to page B. Set some things up that look like crops. Quick way of doing that is clicking the square tool, rectangle maker. Just going to drag these down. And once again, we're going to pay attention to detail. We're going to put a little scarecrow in there just for fun. And that scarecrow somewhere around here, I know. I'm not too familiar with it all just yet. Maybe he's just an event. I'm pretty sure he's just an event. So that is odd. Okay, I'm blind. He's right there. I'm not gonna make him do anything. He's just there for looks, but just in case, I'm gonna keep him directional.